As I was preparing to teach a class with the BMC, I got stopped on the way. Just like that. The greatest thing the greatest thing that should happen to you is your ability to hear. If you don't want to lose money, if you don't want to make mistakes, listen to your heart. Listen to God talks to you. Because God is as personal as you are to me. Since last year, we've been working hard on trying to raise new kinds of money makers, new kinds of rich people. I have invited those of you who are in the Partners Club and those of you who are in the Signature, the Billionaire Millionaire Signature Club, to come to tonight's event because it's a public event. I didn't go to invite everyone in the mission to come, but those of you that I know should hear it firsthand and ask questions.
Excuse me, Bishop, I'm not hearing you loud. You sound very thorough.
I am here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's better.
Good. Okay. Lady Di, can you hear me very well?
Yes, I do know.
Okay. Those on the 720, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, very clear.
Okay. I have to make sure that we create people who have knowledge of how Europe works and knowledge of how the United States and Canada works. For whom was it set up for? Whom was Western civilization set up for? Who owns America? Who owns Norway? Who owns England? Who owns Italy, Germany, Canada? Who owns England, Holland, Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark, all the Netherlands, the Dutch countries? What we call the Western civilization. That's what we are talking about. Also, who owns your country? If you live in the Caribbean, in the Middle East, in the African continent, and in the Oceania, in the islands, if you live in Asia, China, if you live in India, Pakistan, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Vietnam, Cambodia, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, all these places, who owns them? How were they set up? But pretty much, I will be talking, in fact, 70% of the time to those who live in, let me not forget, those who live in Mexico, Honduras, Panama, Cuba, those who live in Bolivia, Peru, Argentina, Brazil, all those Americas, what we call the Americas. Spanish speaking, Portuguese speaking, French speaking countries. Do not worry, you are part of this. But I'll be speaking 30% to those people, to the other continents, but 70% to those who live in Europe and those who live in America and Canada. So listen very carefully to what I'm about to tell you. Number one, these are going to be very crazy ideas I'm going to put forward to you. The United States of America, Canada, Europe, and your own nation, especially the US and Canada and Europe, they were made for a particular kind of people. Number one, it was not made for families. Unless you have what it takes to raise a family. It's very hard to raise a family in those places. Unless you have what it takes. In Europe, it's easier. In Western Europe, it's easier. But in the United States and Canada, it's not. I'm going to take you to where I'm going. That's why I want you to begin to look at your country as a business. Everything about it as a business. Mary, read me the title that I gave you this afternoon. Read it and let them all hear it.
I'm trying to fill it out, please.
Okay. I gave her a title to read to all of you. Because unless we get this right, we cannot move from here. Unless we get it right. Huh?
I didn't hear what Mary said.
No, she's not yet reading. She's not reading it. When she will read, I will read it with her. Mary, go ahead.
Why we should not give our money to the pastors, churches, religious organizations?
Stop there, stop there.
Politics.
Stop there. Why you should not give your money to pastors, to preachers, to prophets, to bishops, to archbishops, to popes, to cardinals, to any religious leader in any religion? Why you shouldn't give your money to them, and why you should not give your money to any cause, C-A-U-S-E, to anything that has to do with your race or race issues, cultural issues, ideologies and philosophies. Why you should never give your money also to any politician. It doesn't matter who they are. Mary, continue to read.
Yeah, because everything is done for business.
Because,
Hey, I'm Alfreda.
yeah, Alfreda, welcome. Thank you for responding quickly all the way from Hawaii. Now, this is the reason why you should not give your money to television preachers, to churches, to the mosque, to the synagogue, to the temples, to the shrines. Whether you're a Buddhist, a Mormon, a Jehovah's Witness, whatever you are, a Baptist, a Presbyterian, a Roman Catholic, an Eastern Orthodox, from today you are going to stop giving your money to those places. You should not give a dime to Democrats. It doesn't matter how good the person is who is running for office, don't give them a dime. Do not give a dime to any Republican politician. It doesn't matter how good they are. Do not give them a dime. Do not give any preacher or any imam or any rabbi a dime. And you have to hear it from me very, very clearly, because heaven has given me a warning. And you are the first group of people that I have to warn. And this is the reason. Everything is set up as a business. Everything is set up as a business. And this afternoon, heaven approached me and warned me that I should tell those of you who are my core partners and the BMC members, because all your life you spent it giving money to charities, going to church and giving money to different organizations. You've given money to political purposes, racial equalities or inequalities, justice or injustice. You've given money to all those things. If you ask where that money is today, 90% of every money you give to politicians is given to CNN, is given to Fox News, is given to MSNBC, CBS, is given to local radio stations and television stations. ABC News is a business. Politics is first and foremost a big business. And I do not want any of you to stand for any politician. Doesn't matter who they are. I don't know when this position gonna change. Maybe when women become presidents, more women become leaders of nations and businesses. Because God is very angry at the world because his agenda is not being followed. Men are not allowing women to run things the way that it was spoken before the year 2000. When we will have the women conference, that is a paid conference, you are going to hear what happened, the meeting that was held against the earth for women to run shows. That's why I have more women in my mission. And I'm going to have a lot, you are going to see a lot of women are going to leave a lot of organizations and all these churches. They are coming to us. The reason is because we are honest. And people will migrate towards where the honesty and the power is. Men are going to be followers, but women are going to lead. That does not mean that men who are qualified to lead, who will not disrespect women, are not going to be involved. Many of them are going to be there. But women are going to be leading in the new millennium. Women are to lead. That's what the earth was commanded, not the men. That's why any department we create, any store, any bank, any clinic, anything that we create, women must be there 99.5%. We don't want that men's business a thing. Those days are over. Because in every millennium you enter, you have to know those, the gender, the race, who have been called for the anointing to go with them. The time of the Jewish people is over a long time ago. They are no longer the favorite people. But that should not make anybody to be anti-Semitic against them. Nobody should go about killing Jewish people for the fact that they are Jewish. Those days are over. Nobody should discriminate against those we call the white race. Of course, I've never seen a white person. I call them those of European descendants, simply because there were things that did not play out right in history. Listen very carefully. Everything is organized as a business, including religion. And this is what I've been told to tell you tonight, which also is going to involve the family in which you were born into. This is the warning. Do not give your money to each of these groups I've mentioned, including the family members that you were born into, unless if something happened to you where you, this is how they put it to me. Every money that you give to anybody or to any group, association, churches, temples, synagogues. If you are to write a check to anybody, you are giving a scholarship to anybody, anything that you are going to be involved in, if it is not constructed as an investment, don't do it. Do not do it. I'll give you an example that God told me. Maybe many of you do not know why Americans with money, Americans with education, Americans with big businesses, the pastors, the politicians, the professionals in sports and music, maybe you don't know why they didn't challenge Obama and help him to really fix the healthcare. They didn't help him. They have not really come out against Mr. Trump. I don't call him President Trump because we don't have no president. I don't like him, I don't hate him. I don't know him. Even though he's a member of our church, of our denomination, Presbyterians, he is. But he doesn't behave like members of our church, because he does his own thing. Why is it that they've not come out after him to tell him? Why have the elders of America not come out to tell him, listen, you are running the country aground. Yes, you've done some good things with Wall Street. The stock market has been going up. Some few people, Dan Payne has said, it's not everybody who have gained from what he has done, even in Wall Street. It's a few corporations that have gained. This is how it goes. A group chooses a person and they invest their money in that person in order to use that money, in order to use that person to make money. The same thing with Obama. The same thing from the time of old that this country began. That's how it is. A particular group that will tell the other group, you step aside, this is our turn. Okay? So even if you see them fighting, don't join them anymore from today. Do not join them. Why? Because you've not reached there yet. Why are they not talking? It's because being a leader in America, whether a church leader, a business leader, a political leader, whatever it is, a professor, Samantha is in the university, you know that even to be given the post of a full professor is politics. I knew it since I was back in Africa. It's not given to you because of the many books you've written, the articles you've done, the journals you've published. No, it's a political appointment. It's given to you from a political point of view. What business can they make out of your reputation, out of your publication, out of your personality? How much can they make out of you? Then they make you a professor. Now, if you are widely known, you are a good speaker, your book is widely read, they will give you, universities will be looking for you to give you a tenure. Why? Because you are able to be a front for them to get money. If a guy who can play basketball very well, football, hockey, whatever, tennis, whatever game, boxing, UFC, whatever, you can read very well, you decide to go to study in any particular university, they will rush for you. Why? Because they can use you to make money. It's all a business. Church is a business. It's organized as a business. For those who own it, or those who organize it, or the deacon board, and politicians too organize them. Politicians do set up, find one person and they start new churches, new grassroots movement, new community things, new evangelical group, a new traditional. They are good at it. It's all a scam and a business. And the quicker you know this, about the nations of the world, the better you will be honest with God and not be a hypocrite. Everything is organized as a business. So if you are giving your money to any charity, you are giving your money to any church, any pastor, any preacher, it doesn't matter what miracles or whatever they are doing, it doesn't matter what book they are writing, it doesn't matter their social relevancy. Listen to me tonight. Do not give your money to anybody. It doesn't matter whether Joe Biden wants to come and clean up America with camera and all of that is a joke, is a scam. It does not matter. It's all a business. They are putting money aside for themselves. They are making big money. All these people you see who are coming on the rally to Trump, they are paid to come. Many of them do not come. If Trump is doing a campaign in somewhere in New Jersey or in Minnesota, I can assure you that many a time 70% of those who come out to see him are coming from outside town. They are paid for it. So if you are not paid, don't vote. If you are not paid, don't go. There are 300 and something million people in America. If you go to Texas right now, people are getting paid to vote. I'm serious. Your landlord will knock on your door and give you $20, $50. Money is changing hands very quickly. Don't do it for any family. The Clintons are already rich. The Liebermans, the Bernie Sanders, Mrs. Warren, Elizabeth Warren, Mitch McConnell, all these guys, they are already wealthy people. It's a game they are playing. Do not worry about whatever, how they hate each other. Fox News is scandalizing them. MSNBC is tearing back Fox News. CNN is in between. They are the ones making the money. Election time is time for pastors to make money. It's time for the mass media to make money. Those two groups, they make a lot of money. And the different gun right, abortion right, non-abortion, immigrant rights, all these groups, they are all a business setup. Don't give your money to Sid Roth, Kenneth Copeland, Joyce Myers, Peter Popoff, Creflo Dollars, T.D. Jakes, Paula White, who are them? Benny Hinn. I can go on. John Hagee, Joel Osteen. Name them. There are many of them out there. Do not give them a dime. In the name of Jesus, do not give them a dime. You know the reason? If something happened to you, will they come to your aid? Will they write you a check? If that money is not an investment, whereby if something happened to you, whether you are giving that money as tithe and offering, or whether you are giving them that money for them to invest into something in their religious group or whatever business they are doing out there, if something happened, you need to buy a house, you want to buy a car, you want a scholarship for your children, for your wife, for your husband, you are out of a job, your car breaks down, the country comes to a standstill economic wise. If those group, if you call them to pay your rent or your mortgage or your car note, they will not do it. Do not give them your penny. That's what heaven warned me, and that I should tell the public, but I should tell all of you to hear it first and foremost. It doesn't matter the experience they've had. Even if they were with, what is his name? Even if they were with Martin Luther King Jr., they walk with him. Do not give them a dime. Don't do it. Do not give any money to charity. Why? Because charity is big business. It's a big business. It's a scam. Unless you are pretty sure, check it with me, because I know how to check it out. You remember during the Hurricane Katrina, everybody were given to the Red Cross, to the Salvation Army. John Travolta has to load his plane and flew from California all the way to Louisiana to go and deliver stuff. They were doing all of this. How much did you hear that the Salvation Army were paying those who run the show? How much was it that you heard when the scandal broke out?
1 million.
1 million. They were paying each other millions of dollars. You have to know that everything is set up as a business. It doesn't matter how they bend it. It doesn't matter how they use scriptures. It doesn't matter how they use race. It doesn't matter how they use injustice or justice. It doesn't matter how they use abortion or guns. It doesn't matter how they use the Supreme Court. Please do not give them a dime. If when you are in need, they will not come to your aid. The same thing with your siblings and members of your families. Unless they have helped you, then you can help them. You have to listen carefully to what I'm telling you. A lot of these pastors you see, some of them own 2 jets, 3 jets. Some of them, like Britain, is looking for people like, is it Wichita or whatever. Many European countries have vowed that those African pastors who have so much enriched themselves and have not used that money to do anything for their country or for their members of their congregation, they've used it to buy bungalows around the world, which will pretty much be occupied by rats and lizards and snakes, because they are not going to live in it. They are not using it for nothing. That's one thing I like about Britain. If you have one jet, and maybe somebody gave you another jet, or you scam your way to get it, and use the money of the organization to get it, why don't you stop at those 2? Why do you need 3, 4, 5 to have different types? And so the Home Office in Britain is against many of them, and is waiting for them to turn up in Britain. That's why many of them will not go to Britain. Some of them will not go to Kenya or to different countries of the world, because they will go to jail. Anything you do on earth must be done as a business. That's why even if the economy of America want to collapse the next 7 years, I have money put aside for the BMC members and my partners. I have money put aside for them. And I've been very smart to do that. Why? Because we are men and women of honor and dignity. We are men of order, not just of law. I do not want to see any of my partner cannot make a car note, or the car break down, they need a new car, that I will not contribute a big sum to it. But it's not just for anybody who walked through the door, has not contributed even up to $2,000 to $3,000 in our ministry, and then you are coming to get from where you did not invest. Because that's what some people do. They come and give you $50 and present $2,000 issues. And I'll go and look at their record. This person, since this person joined us, this person has only given us $20. And you want me to come and pay your rent that is so and so amount. What are you doing with the money that you've been making? You've not paid no tithe. We have the tithe information, the tithe printout. You've not done none for a whole year. Some of these people are in Europe. In a whole year, you go and look at all they gave was just maybe $500 in a whole year. And then you are coming to come and ask for $3,000 worth of problems to be given to you. Who is fooling who? If you knock at the door of the politician that you are giving money to, will they write you a check? And I have been told to warn every one of you, to keep your racial emotion in check. Exit out of it. Exit out of your cultural emotions. Exit out of your ideological emotion. Exit out of it. If not, go and look. You will be broke. You will be in debt. You will be living on a loan. You will be living on a credit card. You can't have no money that is really your own money. Any bank you're going to do business with, make sure that you are going to gain from them 100%. If not, don't do business with them. Decline. If you are not going to use their money to make money, decline it. Because enough is enough. Everything is organized as a business. So why are you not going to organize everything around your life and your own life from the time you wake up till the time that you go to bed? Why are you not going to set up your life as a business? Why should people call you telling jokes, smiling and laughing, wasting your time that you will have used to make money or to invest in people that you know tomorrow cannot fail you? If I give a scholarship to anybody, God help you, try and leave me, you'll see what I'll do to you. Anybody that I spend money to train, try to run, I'll break your leg. I swear in the name of the Holy Spirit, I will. Because everything that I'm doing is an investment, because you have to be profitable to me. Because I'm not doing anything free for anybody. Somebody wrote me an email that I should borrow them money. Somebody from my family, for them to get married. Big sum of money for them to go and eat rice and chicken and kill cow and waste money. I told the person, when I got married when I was young, how much money did you give me, you and your father and mother? May God Almighty never forgive you. You want me to borrow you money for you to go and get married? Who gave me money when I went to go and get married? Who is giving me money now? Except my core partners and the BMC that are taking care of what needs to be taken care of as an investment in me, and I am investing in them. Do not go to anybody whose job is just to preach to you and to give you Bible study and prayer meetings and to give you prophecy and healing and miracles, and your financial problem is as big as an elephant waiting for you. Debt has piled up to the highest heaven. Nobody's paying it off. I came to pay people's debt so that they are out of debt forever. I have a rage against debt. I have a big rage against poverty. You have no idea. And America is organized as a business, if you didn't know it. And who are to pay for that business? Poor people, middle class, mainly. And my job is to turn you from poverty straight to the top class, not even middle class. We don't need no middle class. Because you are the one who is going to be paying more taxes than anybody. That's why I want all of you to be attached to my business or to start your own business. And we will help you start your own. Any man or woman in your life that does not want to be profitable, let them go. Your conscience is clear. Especially when they turn 18, 19, 20. They are in their 20s. They are in their 30s. They are still running from jail to jail. From one rehab, one drug rehab to one alcohol rehab to one to petty thief to this. Leave them alone. Don't invest in them anymore. Anybody who will not invest in you, do not invest in them. Write that down as a very special, powerful key. Anybody who doesn't want to invest in you, you should never invest in them. Let me tell you why. When election comes, they want to soften your mind so that you go and vote for them. And when they get in there, they forget about you. And they are only there for their special interests. That's why Mr. Trump is there. Mr. Trump and Joe Biden are working hand in hand behind the scene. All of them. All of them. Go and look at how much money Mr. Trump contributed to Bill Clinton and Hillary. Go and look at how much money. He either gave of course he never gave his money, wherever he got the money, and he was giving it to them and to the Democrats. Go and see how much money is poured into them. And tell me. Many of them, he told them to shut up. Shut the hell up. Because I know your weaknesses. I have something against you. And I know you have against me. So it's fair game. It's now my turn. The Eastern Orthodox Church, the Russian Orthodox Church cannot talk. Because Putin knows that that church is a business. So he's invested into all of them. And shut their mouth. Let them try any stupid thing. He will kill all of them. You kill, beginning from their leaders, he will kill them and wipe them out. Why will any leader in the world talk when Putin has gotten enough to give to them, for them to stand in terms of money? Because Putin will not just talk to you. He gives you money. And the people who handle his money are the billionaires and multi-millionaires of Russia. And the rest of Russia are broke. You want to blame him? Because the poor and the middle class Russian do not know what I'm telling you, that life is organized as an investment, as a business. And unless you begin to see life as an investment, and when people are running and wagging their mouth and protesting, you don't join them. What will you be joining? Look at the stock market and see whether that's a good place for you to invest for that month or that, then you leave. If it is real estate, you go. Look at things that should make you money and not people that are not making you no money. Annie, are you listening to me tonight? Are you listening to me? Where is Annie of Norway? Where is Annie?
I'm here.
Good. Are you listening to this tonight?
Yes, please.
Good. If you are married and your husband is going to one yeye church, let him go alone. Don't join him. Tell him to keep going. You are not coming. Because you are not going to be investing your tithe and offerings into such a place. Because if anything happened to you, say you need to go through serious surgery. Insurance is not enough. Will those people bring their money to cover it up? No. You go and ask them for money. They don't have money. Can you go to and find some organization for them to help, or ask the social services and all of that? Shame on them. That's what they will tell you. Because every money that comes is used to pay salaries, is used to do this, is used to pay that. And I've been so careful not to have any staff yet, but for you guys to volunteer. You guys have been doing this. And I'm going to reward you in the future. I'm not going to reward you with a hymn. I'm not going to reward you. I'm talking of a song, with a song. I'm not going to reward you with prayers. I'm going to reward you with money. Heaven is my witness. I will. Pastors will tell you how they are. Come out here, let us pray for you. For your dedication to this church the last 10 years. And they've never given you $50 to get a good suit, buy a good cologne, and put on your body. Buy a good gold, even if it's just 10 karat gold, not even 14 or 24 karat, and put on your neck. No, they won't do it. It's too much for them. Used to know when I went to one African Methodist Episcopal Zion church. I was an assistant pastor there in Wichita. In my office there in their church, I will go and make hot water to make tea. And they will be telling me, oh, the light bill, you don't need to, just to boil hot water to make tea in my office. They say, oh, you know, the light bill is... I just look at them one day and say, Jesus Christ, these people are this broke. They are this broke. Because if you have a broke mentality, broke spirit will follow you. Write that down as a powerful key. I need it to. If you have a broke mentality, broke spirit will follow you. Woo-wee! Nancy, is that not true? Is that not true?
I didn't get the end. If you have a broke mentality,
broke spirit will follow you. Is that not true, Nancy? If you have a broke mentality, broke spirit will follow you. Yeah.
If you think that you don't have money, then you're not going to spend money and then you're going to get poor.
You won't. You won't. That's why I cannot live in any country. LIV. I cannot go and reside there. There are a lot of countries that I cannot go to say, this is my country, this is my home. If I run away from Africa, how do you think of other countries that are worse? Other continents that are worse? People don't want to spend their money, they don't want to buy things, they don't want to invest money in people. Like there are people who saw me when I was suffering back in the African continent. They never came to me for help, never came to give me no advice. Today they want me to support them, to give them money. I say, did you invest in me? Ole. That's what I call them, ole. You know what ole means? Ole means thief. Ole. You never invested in me. You watch me as I suffered. And one of them had the audacity to tell me, God will make a way where there was no way. Quote a song for me. Instead of him, he had land. They have lands. They were selling land and having money. He told me God will make a way where there is no way. They pass it on. Let somebody else help you. If you die, that's your problem. That's what they do. God will make a way where there is no way. And now the man is broke. They have the audacity to call me for me to help him. I said to my mother, who sent you? If really you are my mother, you will not have even called me to talk about this kind of thing. You will have stand up for them and tell the man, back off from my son. That's the only thing I don't like about my mother. When it's time for her to stand up for us, she doesn't. I hate cowards. God knows it, I do. I just hate them. I rage against them. Any mother that cannot stand up for her children is a bad mother. I'm not saying that my mother is a bad woman, but there are things I don't like. I like women who stand up for their children. Invest in them so that they will turn around to invest back in you. I'm serious. Fathers who cannot invest in you are worse than bastards. There are no bastard children. Doesn't mean that because somebody did not go and attend a wedding ceremony and they are wedded because of a ceremony. You think that because people go before the pastors or before the justice of the peace and exchange ring and say some stupid words and now they tear a paper and give to them? Let me tell you, sometimes the paper they are tearing to and giving to them, the paper itself, not what is written in it, is far more better, has a better character than the bastard standing there getting married. Exchanging vows that they know is a lie. And then when they see a man or a woman has a child outside that ceremony, they have the audacity to say that child is a bastard child. There is nothing like a bastard child. They are only bastard parents, okay? There are no bastard children. There are bastard parents. The woman is willing to work things out for the man that pregnated her, for them to raise that kid. She's already seen your character. She doesn't want to marry to you. A lot of women are like that. They see it quick. Some men too. So that man that does not want to join to raise that kid He's a bastard man. Bastard man. Yep. All he is just a sex boy. Playboy. That's who he is. You know? In the ghetto language, they call them fuck boys. Yeah. It's just a fuck boy. That's what they call them. I'm just calling it the way they call it. Just a fuck boy. Yeah, that's all he is. He's a bastard. Any man who is just a fuck boy is a bastard. Just a bastard. When it comes to pay child support, you see these men as they run. They're on the run. When it comes to sex, they can't control themselves. They want to go and put their wood in there. They don't even think about the consequences of what might happen. You want to enjoy your life. And what about the woman? You don't care. If a person is not going to be responsible towards you, it's not going to be responsible towards you, no duty towards you, financially, especially financially, come on, let that person go. Somebody asked me to be a member of the organization. I said to the person, who is your treasurer? Who is in charge of the money? He said, he's one man like that is in charge of it. I said, will you remove the man and make me be in charge of the money? He said, no, we can't do that. I said, then I'm not joining. I said, I'm not joining. I want to be in charge of the money, if you don't know it. He said, why are you insisting that you be in charge of the money? I said, because I need to know how the money comes in and how the money is going out. Because you'll be looking at the record, you'll be looking at the financial statement. What you are seeing is not really what it is. It's a magic. What is in the paper is different from what is happening behind the scene. Money comes in and how money goes out, you don't know. Anybody can cook the book. If government can cook books, who will not cook it? Who won't cook it? They know the game they are playing. You see somebody whose credit is whacked. Somebody else will tell you, come to us. We'll be able to fix it. Pay us this, and you pay them. And they fix it. The same credit that they denied you when you went to Wells Fargo, they now are giving you a fat credit card. Oh, that's why I like New York and California. I love those two nations. I call them nations. Even if your credit is whacked, like that Sierra Leone girl. Is that Sierra Leone? Yeah. Her credit, she didn't even pass. That girl is in New York. She did not even finish elementary. She didn't finish elementary when she left home. She is CNA in New York. There is an Indian college on Grant Avenue. I know where the school is. I love New York. I do. I love New York. Anything, New York is like heaven. Anything can happen there. New York is like heaven. Anything can happen. Those Indian people that have their institute, even if you are dumb as a rock, even if you are the worst dummy on the earth, they will make sure that you get your certificate in phlebotomy, how to draw blood, EKG, KGB, FBI, CIA, AIC, whatever, CNA, NAC, CAN, they will get you those certificates and get your butt into a job. I love those Indian people. They know how to do it. Just get them the money they pay off who need to be paid off, damn it, and then you get the damn job. You are good to go. And the girl is drawing blood, doing EKG, doing this. It's all a business. And that girl credit was what? She had credit card from Messi Store, Dealer, Nordstrom, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, Sam's Club. She's maxed all of them. She has, and her aunt that brought her into America. And they were giving her more credit card, even when they knew that she has worked masters, worked visa. In fact, she is now a master of debt. She discovered, when she discovered with Discover card, she came into America on a visa. With the visa she discovered. With discovery she become master. You know? And with having a master's credit card, she is now an all-out American Express.
Wow.
Yeah. The different credit card will be calling her, and she will turn against them and say, why can't you guys just allow me to rest? I'm just coming in from my job. And she didn't. You know? Is it when I die that you guys will come and get the money? And the people will start to plead with her and say, hey, let's negotiate. Will you be able to pay 50 a month? And she will start negotiating with them. I watch how these people scam people. I say, wow. It's all a business. These politicians, they will have meetings in the night. Republicans and Democrats are having meetings in the night. Go and listen to the music of Kenny Rogers. Daytime friends, nighttime lovers. Daytime friends, nighttime lovers. In America, among politicians, daytime enemies, nighttime friends and lovers. You might not even know whether Trump and Nancy Pelosi are having sex. You may not know. A witch and a devil. Yeah, one is a witch, one is a devil. You may not even know. You may not know. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sarah Palin and Dick Durban. You may not know what is going under the ground. You're just driving and going through the overpass and the bridge. You don't know those under it what they are doing. Yeah. Don't vote for Sarah Palin. You know. You remember? I don't know how many of you watch Bill Maher. One of my great comedians. I like him. Bill Maher. Like Tony. I like Tony. Tony Bourdain. I like Bill Maher. Love it. Rush Limbaugh, the comedian. He knows how to twist things. All of them are in business. And you are getting yourself upset with them. Bill Maher says that Sarah Palin is pregnant for him. Oh, that was pretty cool. He says Sarah Palin, yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh. You know what they do in secret. And people are getting offended. This one is telling this one, hey, you stoop down for me. If politics wasn't a business, why is it that every 4 years America change? They will change from Democrats to Republicans. At least 90% of the country will vote Democrats. Next time they will all vote Republicans. If they are all not having sex with each other in the night, why are they doing that? I live in a Republican, even though it's a swing, you don't really know. They say, this is what they say about Kansas. Kansas will not tell you yes, Kansas will not tell you no. So you don't even know where they belong. It's supposed to be a Republican state, a Bible Belt. But our own governor is what? Our governor is a Democrat. Think about that. A school teacher. Think about that. George Station, who is in charge of George Station in Alabama, a Democrat. Is it a Democrat or a Republican guy? I think it's a Democrat. American will swing back and forth. And when you see them being militant, militia, yeah, these bastard Democrats, these godforsaken Republicans, don't join them because it's a business. They must say it for the money to flow in. And then the money will trickle to everybody. Everybody will share. Are you sharing in that money? Go and see how much money those who are forgone advocates, go and see how much million they've spent for themselves. Go and look at it. Abortion right people, against abortion people, go and see these two groups, how much money they've raised. The question you ask yourself is, who is enjoying this money? If America was, let's say, purely very Democrat country, not business in everything, why are you going to have a Supreme Court instead of there being a law that says we are going to have at every given time in American history, there should be four Republican leaning justice of the Supreme Court, 4 Democrats, 4 independents, and 4 who don't believe in anything. And that's how it should be. And even if you are a Democrat president and a Republican or an independent Supreme Court justice dies, you must replace them with the same kind of person and the same kind of mentality and ideology. Why is it not so? That's how normal people, I'm talking because ancient Greek philosophers says that only philosophers should become kings. Only philosophers should become leaders. That's what they thought. I thought ancient philosophy. Immediately I was in my master's program, I started teaching ancient philosophy in college. So I can tell you how the Greeks began to question the world. What is the core thing that the earth is made of? It's after Obama, I'm coming. And everybody agreed. Stop for me. After me, somebody else is coming. And they have all agreed. They asked Giovanni Angelo Roncalli, the priest from Bergamo in Italy, in Italy, where people died a lot during the COVID. They asked that guy, he became Pope John the 23rd. We call him the Fat Pope. He's one of the most fattest Pope that has ever been in history. I mean, in body size, he was a very big guy. He believed in social justice. He's the one that put together the Second Vatican Council that we call the Aggiornamento, let fresh air come into the church. He did not rule for a long time as a pope. They asked him the question, how do you guys share all this pope thing? Cardinals, bishop, archbishop, papacy, all these things. He said even himself do not understand, but there is one thing you understand about the church. They get together, all these people in this position, they get together and agreed on who it should be given to. There you go. So when they meet and tell you it was the Holy Spirit that chooses, you tell them, shut up. Holy Spirit, you the Holy Ghost, are choosing. That person was made a priest. The people agreed. The Holy Ghost agreed. God the Father called them. Tell them to stop that nonsense. There are very few people who are called by God like me. The rest call themselves, or others call them, or the church want workers to come and fill some space and make money for them. That's why when you look at the history of the Roman Church, for so many centuries, you see that bishops, archbishops, cardinals, popes only came from the richest families. Go and look at it. So the money of the church they were using and sending it back to their families that were already rich. Think about that. If you are to be the head of a seminary, a head of a congregation, what we mean congregation is the different apostolic bodies of the church. You have to come from a very wealthy family. They bought those positions. Let me give it to you straight. There is no position on earth that is not bought. Every position is not just given, it's not just being negotiated. In fact, every position is negotiated, but more than negotiation, it is bought. Many of you are not in marriage today because you did not know that your marriage was a sold thing. Somebody watched two idiots and decided to sell both of you and collected money and put two of you in the name of prophecy or in the name of Jesus, put two of you together. And now where is that Jesus? Jesus has run away. And two of you are fighting it out here and it didn't work. It reaches a point where Mercy of Dallas, is a lady, could not take it anymore. She took the big old mama's skillet. You know old mama's frying pan. Those iron cast one. If they hit you with it, you no matter who you are, you will go down. She couldn't take it anymore. The husband was walking into that kitchen. Yeah. Why did you go to the bank account and you got $100 without telling me? She didn't say, are you woman? I'm talking to you. Did you not hear me? I'm the head of this household. And the girl was washing the skillet to put on the fire to start making breakfast. She just took it from where she was watching it and just hit him on the head. Boom! Hit him on the head. Boom! His head, where she hit him in the head, swell up like puff like a carabol. His head swell up like what is it that Jamaican call that thing that I go to eat in Grant Avenue in Brooklyn? They call it what is the name of that thing? Yeah, festival. Hit him with that skillet, boom, and his head swell up like festival. And of course, the man was on a festival anyway. The woman gave him a good festival. He can now go and celebrate. He tried to stand up again. She hit him with that skillet. Hit him on his back. You can hear his bones on his back go. Brak, brak. Hit him on the leg. The man was shouting, help! Help! And she walked away. The marriage was over. That was a good celebration. That woman opened a restaurant and the man came in Dallas with a knife to come and kill the wife. People rush at him. Hey! The beating that man received, he will never forget it. By the time the police arrived, African jungle justice has already been administered. He was laying there on the ground and shaking from serious shakilitis beating. They put him in jail. Some people contributed money all the way from Africa. When he got out of jail in Dallas, Texas, somebody brought him a fake passport with a different name. He used it and fled the country. The American government is still looking for him. He's hiding somewhere in Nigeria. Now come back. The children are all grown and on their own without him. See, somebody can be in your life and be a big hindrance. Immediately that bastard left, that woman began to prosper. That woman traveled all the way from Dallas to Wichita to come and seek for help. And she went back and her life has been different. She began to prosper. Bought an SUV without that idiot. Don't marry any human being if you know that marriage is not going to be an investment for you. If you are not going to reap anything out of it, if the person has nothing, don't go there. There are men who started with nothing, but you look at their character is so nice. They are responsible towards you. They are already on a job. They are already in college. They are doing something. They are doing all of this because they want to make sure there is a future for you. The rest of them want to sit down at home, no job, no education, nothing, and then they add hell to it for you. They are sitting at home, smoking ganja or crack. When they finish smoking crack cocaine, they come and crack your life up with pain and suffering. And you put up with that because the sex is good. You think that sex alone is going to keep it. It's going to keep a relationship. Because life will come to visit you, and you will know whether a wedding and a sex is enough. Whether exchange of ring is enough to keep two people together. You know. That's why when some idiot are getting married, you will see their former girlfriend say, yeah, thank God nobody told her. Later go and experience what we experienced too. You can have him. The man will be calling all the ex-girlfriend, I'm going to get married and I'm talking to you so that you don't get offended if you hear. The girl say, why are you calling me? She can have you. The guy say, what are you talking about? He say, I am very happy for you. She can have you. Never give your money. If you see people on television begging for money, asking you, oh, God said this, we want to minister to the Jewish people. Oh, you are going to receive this. Oh, you'll get pregnant. Oh, money will come. Oh, you're going to get a house. Do not give them a dime. Reason? If you have a problem, will they also see a vision to invest in you? No. Don't do it. Don't go and sell your property to give money to somebody who, when problem comes, they will not stand up for you. They will not be there for you. They will not invest for you. That money will not be there. If you get this right, then you will get the stock market right. Everything that I'm teaching you about stock, mutual fund, ETF, all these bonds, federal bonds, municipal bonds, all this I'm going to teach you. If you get this right, you'll be able to keep your money. If not, social actions, racial actions, stand up for white people, stand up for black people, stand up for Latinos, they will take your money. And they will keep coming back for more until they reduce you to zero. You want to start a business. You've not yet earned anything out of that business. They are already taking money out of it every month. Seriously? Somebody was offering me a business opportunity many years back. And he was telling me, you know, you have to put your bank account or credit card information. I said, for what? He said, so that we can take $50 a month. I said, I have not yet even started making money with your group. And you want to take already from me. He said, well, I said, okay, what is the money for? He said, well, but that is the way to do it so that when you make money, then the money is, he tried to explain it this way. I came this way. He tried to push it this way. I swing this way. I said, I'm not doing it. Thank you very much. I'm not putting any money there. If I don't start to make money, I'm not putting money in it. I need to make some money first. Why should I allow you guys to make money first? And you are taking money from me. So if I don't make money in a whole month, you've already taken $50 for nothing. Thank you so much for the offer. Let me at least make money. Then you can take percentage out of it. But you are not going to take money from where I am making zero. So go and look at every investment or everywhere you are sending money to. and ask yourself, is these are people whom, if something happened to me and my children today, if I don't have a roof over my head, will these people come to my aid and put me back in a life that is as good as where I am today? That's the question you should ask yourself. You're asking me to go and contribute money to people who already have their own jets, already have things going on for them and their family. Do you think that my father owe a debt and I was born to come and pay his debt? Are you serious? Not me. Go and tell them that you didn't see me. Many of you are doing this because you think that you are doing something for God. God said that I should tell you that you are not doing anything for him. Because every money that is given to God is used on the earth by the people whom it is given to. Those money do not go to heaven. Money orders and checks are not processed in heaven. They are all processed on the earth on behalf of God. So you have to, don't allow people to be scaring you. Oh, you are not getting any richer. Oh, you are not getting blessed because you are not giving for this. You are not giving for Jesus and all of that. Really? And they are scaring you. And you are giving out of this being scared. God will never give you a house until you give $1,000 seed so that he will give you a house, a debt-free house. It's a lie from hell. If something happened to you, will that person give you back that $1,000 to help you? To take this $1,000 and start from this. I'm going to call the people you are renting from, or the mortgage company. I'm going to call them and we will pay this for the next 6 months until you're back on your feet. Will they do it for you? Those are the questions you should ask yourself. They are trying to put fear in you. Many of them have teachings that says that if you don't pay your tithe, you're going to hell. I've seen it. That you are not getting blessed because you are not paying tithe. You are not getting blessed because you are not sowing seed. You are not doing this. That's the way they are scaring you. Is all what we call a business tactics and a scam. And you believe it. Go to the Bible and see where is it that Jesus was talking like that, or God himself have ever spoken like that? None. Nowhere. It's a choice that you have to make. He said to Moses, tell the people, those whose conscience is willing, let them give for the building of this. That's how God speaks. It's not a force. It's not fear. Oh, if you don't give the organization, white people are going to run the whole thing. Or black people going to run the whole thing. Hispanic going to run the whole thing. And today, if you become a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and billionaire, you will quickly see that it's all a scam. It's all a joke. It's all a business tactics. Everything that people of European descent has made up against people of African descent is all a business scam. It's all a scam and a business setup. Everything that people of African Americans or Hispanic American, Jewish American, what they have against other races is all a business setup. So it's a scam. So how to make more money is a survival skill for some people. Yeah. This is what we call this and it is worse when they do it among poor people. Because people who do those things, I call them poverty pimps. They are poverty pimps. How they want you to get out of poverty. Yeah. They want to get out of poverty. Yeah. In the name of Jesus. Or in the name of Martin Luther King Jr. We come to you. We want to make your life better. And you will remain in the same poverty till the day you die because you are their business. They know that if they got you out of poverty, they will not have money anymore. If they get you out of poverty, They get you healthy. They know that they won't make money out of you. Go and look at a lot of charity organizations. They are going to help people. Go and look at whether 70% of the people they say they are going to help has been helped. None. Why? If they get all of them healthy, wealthy, then they won't have any more job. So let's take it easy, bro. Let's take it easy. Don't go so fast. Don't build houses for them. Don't dig all these wells for them. Just take it easy. Build one or two and then propagandize it. Use that one and make propaganda out of. You see what we are doing for them? See, we send this one to college. And see how much money they are making for themselves. Don't fall for that scam anymore. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it anymore. Enough is enough. If you don't give to Democrats, Mr. Trump will trick and win again. And for Mr. Trump, whoa, if you don't vote Republican, and the bastard idiot is not even a Republican. He's an illegitimate born that crossed over to the Republican Party. He has never been a Republican. He's always been a Democrat. Bloomberg did it. He's copying from Bloomberg. When Michael Bloomberg wanted to be a mayor of New York, he knows that if he goes on his party platform, Democrats are too intelligent. They are too civil. They are too civil. They will go to look at so many things. Then they have their way of doing things that is just crazy. They are not going to fall in line like Republicans do. They are convinced about the thing. They ask everybody to fall in line, or the whip will fall on you. The baseball bat will fall on you if you don't fall in line. And so everybody fall in line, including Mitt Romney. The most superficial, the most idiotic, and the most bastard Mormon I've ever seen. He will fall in line. So for Democrats, they won't fall in line. Democrats have that problem. They cannot fall in line. Even when they have had their meeting, they are convinced they will go and do whatever they want to do. Among Republicans, they agree to speak one voice. Doesn't matter what. Because they are after, it's a business. It's an investment. You get Mr. Trump out, Joe Biden come in, put back all the laws that will tighten things up so that we don't make any more money. Is that what you want? Bring somebody. It's all a business. Republicans are making money from Democrat government. Democrat government are making money from Republican governments. And each of their children are also making money in government or outside government in private businesses. All of them. Are your children making such money?
No.
Joe Biden and his children are making money. The same can you imagine the same Ukraine where Trump and his allies are making money? Joe Biden and his children are also making money there. If we begin to dig deeply, you will see how many more people are making money there. You soon see that Mitch McConnell is going there to Ukraine to go and drink moonshine there too. You see. Because he talks like a drunkard. I've never seen the way he talks like somebody who is, something is wrong with that man. I said, this man drinking Kentucky moonshine every morning before he come to the Senate. We are going to do this. I'm like, what on earth? I don't know what he's going to sell when he retired from the Senate. Whether he's going to be selling crack cocaine by that. Maybe before he retired from the Senate, he's going to legalize crack cocaine. Yeah. And they will collect tax on crack cocaine. Nobody will go to jail anymore. Oh, God have mercy. Everything is a business. Let me share something very important. This is no longer fun. The way America and Europe was set up, those who own businesses and the business itself is far more important than the individual in the country. You have to know this. Those who gain the system and those who gain in the system are the owners of legitimate or illegitimate businesses, one way or the other. That's how the country was set up. That's why families that own businesses, family set up businesses, family control businesses, are the smartest people on the earth, and they are the richest. Families that agree and work together and set up a business, and everybody fall in line in that business, they make the most money. That's why political parties are set up as a family for business reason. So if you see any Democrat scaring people, any Republican or anybody with Republican agenda is scaring people, telling people, oh, they are coming for you, oh, they are coming for your gun, oh, they are coming for your God, oh, they are. It's all a business. It's all an investment. He will make money out of that, because anything people are not going to make money out of, they don't really give it their all. They will never give it their all. Especially in Europe and the United States and Canada. Because the question is, what is in it for me? Is there a future in it for me? If there is none, they can never give it their all. I've experienced it. Until you put money on anything, it's not going to work. You have to put money on it. That is why everything is a business, including family practice. That's why if you go to American colleges and universities in Europe, they will tell you that they've given you a full scholarship to cover everything. It's a lie. Because there are things behind the scene. It is when you sign that paper that you will see what you have to pay yourself. They'll never give you anything that is 100%. No way. You are still going to pay something. There's always a hidden charges. There's always a hidden fee. If there is no fee, there is a charge. If there is no charge, there is a fee. If there is no charge and there is no fee, there is a handling cost. There's a cost for something. It's always so. Go to some hotels, some nice hotel, everything is paid for. You don't need to pay for anything. You ask them, they tell you everything is paid for until you arrive there, because they now got you. They now got you. Or do you have a parking space for your guests? Oh, yes, we do. You should ask them, is there a fee for it? Some of them will lie and tell you there's no fee. Till you drive and you come and park. Then you will see. Then they will say, oh, it was a new person. He didn't understand the equation. It's $60 a night for parking there. And you have to go and look for somewhere far away to go and park for $5 a night. And you have to walk 20 minutes back to the hotel. And then when you come back, they will tell you, oh, you ask them what is the password for the internet. Oh, they say, oh, you have to pay. Every night is $10 a night for using the internet for a whole day. You have a pass. They will never tell you everything because it's a business. That's the way church is organized. That's the way television people organize, television preachers, healers, miracle workers is all a business. You have to know this. Politics, big business. Bank, big business. Buy and sell, big business. Race issues, big business. Ideas and agendas, big business. If it's not a business, they will not in the first place set it up. So everything is set up as a business. It's set up as an investment. It's set up for money. So don't fall for it anymore. Call us, we'll give you a free book. We'll pray for you. After they finish praying for you, they will ask you for money. Or if they send you anything, they will put an envelope for you to give money. And you fall for it. Try and buy gold in America, a block of gold. Whether they will send it to your house, you will see. They will never send it to your house. They will tell you they are going to keep it for you. That's why if your country has sent its gold to New York, that's where they store 90% of all of America's gold is stored in New York. New York always have it. When you come back as a nation to ask America that you want your gold back, it's going to take some years for them to give it to you. Do you know that? Yes. That's why when you buy gold, I'm talking of a block of gold. If you buy from any company in America, they are not sending you no block of gold. You better believe it. They are going to keep it for you. Because sometime at the end of the day, there is no gold. You are just giving them money for them to do business in the name of you have gold. I love America. Long live America. I love it. I call one of them and I say, why can't, if I buy a block of gold worth $10,000 worth of bullions of gold, can you not send it to me? They say, oh, we will keep it for you. I say, really? They say, yeah, that is the how the system operates. I say, okay, thank you very much. I'll see you later. I'll talk to you later. You want to keep my own gold for me? I can't keep my own thing in my own safe or give it to my bank to keep for me. Are you serious? No, they'll keep it for you. Everything is set up as a scam, as a business. So when you hear Fox News wagging their mouth talking against Democrats, it's all a business. Don't get upset about it. Okay? You should not. You hear MSNBC talking their own crap, don't listen. It's all a business. So now, let's go to the point. Learn how to keep your money. Keep your money. Go and look at the money that you've given away since you were born. It would have made you a multi-millionaire by now. Go and look at the money you've given out to your siblings who are sitting on their butt, doing nothing, looking up to you, mooching on you. Thank God that the idika Imeri came your way. Because by now, many of you will have dropped. Like the Jamaican says. They will have sucked you dry. But thank God you are now smart. Let everybody go and look for their own money. I asked a question a while back. Have you ever seen Jesus give people money? No. He never gave people money. What did he do? He gave people the opportunity to go and make money. Ha! Jesus never gave people money, but he gave people the opportunities and the open doors
for them to make money. That's why he give people gift. He give them vision. He give them dreams. He give them imagination. Give them thoughts. He heals them. He opened the eyes of the blind, made the dead to come back to life. At least the three. Jairus' daughter, the woman of, is it Nain or whatever, her son that was carried to be buried, and Jesus came and touched the bear, and the son wake up from his journey. He came back to life. And Lazarus. Then lame people, blind people, deaf people, dumb people, paralyzed people. He didn't give none of them money out of pity. What did he do? He made them have their health. Why? So that they can now go and find their own money and not sit there to be begging or to be a burden to their families. That's why when you ask God for something, if you ask God to heal you or you ask God to bless you, he will look at your life. If there is something you are lacking, he will put it back in. Then he will connect you to people. He will give you gifts that will then connect. Your gift will connect with that other person's gift. And then the door is open. Then the money is made. That's how this thing works. It's not magic. Learn to invest your money where you will have returns. Don't give because it's a tradition. Give because that's your investment. My partners and the BMC are my first priority in life. That's why I want to do everything in my power to have personal wealth. So that when the ministry do not have, personal wealth will cover for everybody else. That's why I want to build. Because there will be some of you, your kids will want to scam you in old age. And I'm not going to just sit back and watch as they kill you up for insurance money that is not even there. Or for a house that is still, you don't have the title. You still belong to the bank or financial institutions. And they want to come and knock you off. In your old age, I want you to enjoy life than you've never enjoyed when you were young. Because when you were young, you suffered, you were in pain to try to become somebody. And at your old age, they want to knock you off to take your suffering and your pain, your treasure. I don't want that. It will destroy me to watch you suffer. I don't want that. I've seen children who don't care about their parents. And I want to step in and tell them, step out. I'm stepping in. Little dogs vanish. The big lion is in. I want to take care of your parents. That's my job. That's my God-given job. Some of you, you are with me. The next few years, I will ask you, don't pay any more tithes. I don't need your tithe and offering. It's now our turn to take care of you. Other organizations and churches, they want you to pay money till the day you drop. In the name of church. Are you serious? And at the age of 90, you cannot pay tithe. They are not even coming for your funeral. So what about all this other money you paid the last 20, 30 years? Where is it? That's why the corona came to reveal. Master Corona came to reveal things. Came to show how broke the governments of the world, their treasure is. Their treasury department, there is no money. The airlines, the oil corporations, the hotels, because groups are enjoying the money, they are taking it because it's all set up as a scam, it's all set up as a business, legal business. So when disaster comes, they have no money. They start laying people off. start declaring bankruptcy. Where is all the money they've made all these years that they were showing on Wall Street how big they are? And the money is not there. I want us to do it differently. Let's be serious. Let's be legal about it. When I say legal, let's be intelligent about it. Use your senses. Use your head. If not, you lose your head. And other people will be extracting the best from your head and using it to their advantage. You can now ask questions. You can now ask questions. I was talking with a guy from the Bahamas yesterday. I said Miles Monroe of Bahamas was sent to come and develop the Caribbean nation. Instead, he went to preach. He was to use preaching and teaching to organize and to lift the Caribbean people up. There was no presidential palace of any nation that man could not enter. And ate and drank, but he brought nothing home. He brought nothing home to the Caribbean people and to Bahamas. He left it the way it was. It was about himself. That's why God is warning us today about listening to these people out there. Because God is going to remind you that you've been talked to. He has sent me to talk to you about these things. Go and see how rich all these people are. From politicians to preachers to pastors to popes. Go and see how rich they are. To leaders of multi-million and billions organizations. Go and see how wealthy they are. And the scandals they are going through. And we want to go and join them. Only join them if you are in charge of the money. If you have access to the money, you join them. If they don't give you access to the money, you don't. Join me. I'm calling you to join me tonight for investment. Invest in me and I will invest in you. Invest in our mission will invest in you. Invest in our business, it will invest in you. If you own a business, if you own an organization, I want to invest in it. I want to put money on you and in you because I'm going to reap. You try to run, I'll pursue you. God is my witness. The Holy Ghost is my witness. I am going to pursue you even to hell. If you try to run away with my money that I have invested in you, I will pursue you to the gate of hell. You are not going anywhere. Try and run, you'll see. I'll break your little legs. Try and run. Because this is serious for me. I'm not putting a dime on anybody or on anything that I'm not going to get my money back. 100-fold return. Yep. That's why I went to the altar. I said to Jesus, you see all these people who are in the 100-fold club, partners club, look at all these people who are sending tithe for us to keep this ministry going. If you are not willing to give back to them 100-fold, I'm going to give it to them. So you better give it to me to give it to them back. Quick, too. If they are not going to come through other people and other sources, then let it come through me. That's just the way it works.
Who's the treasurer?
You say what? Who is my treasurer?
Yeah.
Hey, the name is Diane of New York. She's my treasurer. Yeah, that's the way it should be. Somebody is telling you to write them a fat check and all of that. When problems break out, will they write you a fat check? Will they fly out to your city to come and help put your life together? That's the question. Yeah, or you not find them anymore. You can't access them. You call them on the phone, they are not there for you. Yeah, You call their phone, oh, they are too busy. You know, he's in charge of all these thousands and millions of people. Really? But you were able to take my money? And you can't remember me to help me? So, oh yeah, we've checked our record. We saw, yeah, you used to send money to us and so. But you know, there's nothing we can do about this. We will ask you to call back next week. Let the board meet. Did the board meet when they received my check? Did they meet to reject it? Did the board meet? The board didn't meet. So why is the board meeting? Concerning a little change that I'm asking for, or a little help, the board has to meet. Are you serious? And I saw those people meeting, discussing. A church was to pay me $100. I went and ministered in a church. It's worse because it wasn't an African American or African church. It's a European American church. They were having a meeting for 1 week to decide $100 to send to me. Can you imagine that? I decided I'm not going back there. I didn't go back there. When they called me to come and preside in the service there, I said, I'm not coming. You guys are too broke for me. I don't roll with broke people. I told them openly. I went to their board and I sat there. I said, it took you guys 1 month to send me $100. I'm not coming because you guys are too broke for me. Do you know that up till today, that church has no pastor? Go to Wisconsin. There's a lot of Lutheran, Baptist, Presbyterian, United Church of Christ. All these churches, Roman Catholics. Go to Wisconsin, you'll see. They have no pastors. They have people who come to fill up on Sunday and go. And then they will hold meetings. They will hold meeting upon meeting before they will give them $50 or $100. I'm serious. I'm not going back to those kind of nonsense. I'm not. I'm what more than that. If Vietnamese girls and families will consult with me for 10, 20, 30 minutes and give me $1,000, come on. There are so many people that I want to help in life. I want to invest into. Because they will invest back in me. Those are the serious people. Do things with people who are serious. One guy befriended me, and all that he always wanted was he was a European American guy that was in the military, in the Navy. Every time that he called me, we should go out and drink and eat. I tell him, do you think that I am in the club of Otata Umongwong? Do you think that I belong to the Choo-Choo Club? Choo-Choo, chewing. Did you hear that my name is in the palm wine, in the bottle club? Huh? Can we sit down and discuss things that has to do with having money and having wealth? He has no time for that. Do you know that guy will go to his job drunk in the Navy? Drunk. He was an officer, big officer. Be drunk. And you think I should be wasting my time? All I came to do in life is to drink and to eat? Seriously? I told him, no, I'm not for that kind of friendship. Sorry. And then all you want to talk about is women. Party. How fat that girl's buttocks is and so on. What is that fat buttocks going to do for me? Nothing. That's all you want to discuss. Are you serious? You drink, you eat, you discuss about the girls with big round buttocks. Seriously? The round big buttocks is going to put gas in my car? Buy me a house? Are you serious? Hey, hey, hey. Ay, ay, ay. The Caribbean people will say, ay, 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 good night. You know. I told him I'm not for that kind of. He said that, you know, these are what men do for pastime and hobbies. I said, no, not me. I come from where we had nothing. Life is a serious business for me. I can't be doing this. In fact, let me tell you guys what I did. Yesterday. I had a police officer came to visit me. 3 of them, they came to visit me. And I was prepared for them because I'm so busy with investment things, administrative things I'm doing, and they came in for us to come and they would just want to sit at the balcony and talk. It's nothing really important, just trivia things, you know. There's a time for that, but not all the time we meet. That's all that we discuss. So you know, immediately they came. No, I came and greeted myself and said, "How are you guys doing? Oh, fine." I went and took the bottle of rum that has been there. Nobody wanna drink it. That rum has too much alcohol. I won't even step into that. Somebody gave it to me when I went to, where was the Atlanta? Somebody gave that to me as a gift. I just went and I took it. I spoke very highly of the alcohol. I told them that is very good. I've really enjoyed it. I've never tasted it. I lied to them. And then I told them that they should, oh, they were so happy. You know, I told them that I have a meeting to do. They can go. They took it out. They were so happy. They took it and they left. I was so happy that they took it and we're gone. Because that's not what I should be doing. Every time people come to see me, I want something important for my life at my age. How long are you gonna do that? How long? They say time for social activities, but it should not be all the time. That's the only thing. Come on. It's not worth it. I gave it to them. Told them to go and drink. They were so happy. None of them have ever sat with me to talk to me about investment. Some of them have been in the police force for years. They have no house of their own. The car is not paid off. Their wives are not happy. You don't even think about these things. Come on. Life is an investment. And only invest in people who will invest back in you. All that people should be investing in me is a bottle of whiskey and moonshine. Are you serious? What am I gonna do with that? You know, all that they're talking about is about a woman, about some sex. How she's sex so good. She's such a great girl. What? How much money am I making from all those things? Come on. Is that all that the woman is worth? Is the bedroom business? Are you serious? That's all she is? A maid? A cleaner? A mother hen? Are you serious? A cook? They are born with greatness, passion, money, giftedness, talents. Have you tapped into it before you go to look for another woman? Have you tapped into the talents in your own woman first? No, they don't want it. If that woman begin to exercise her right and her gift, they go to a woman who will not challenge them. It's not fair. I want you to invest in things that will produce money for you and material resources. Don't do any business with anybody. It doesn't matter whether they put the name of God in it. Don't do it. Do not ever do it anymore. Don't do it anymore. I was walking into a Walmart last Christmas and somebody from Salvation Army was ringing the bell. He said, sir, he saw the way I was dressed. He said, come on, put some money here, you know. I asked him, I said, how much are you being paid per hour? He was quiet. I said to him, I have my own charity. Will you want to contribute?
See how his eyes was as big as a bug as he was looking at me? You want me to give you money for Salvation Army, whose bosses are making millions of dollars every year? Are you serious? And those people, if you thought, I used to think that when people are ringing that bell during Christmas, I used to think that they were doing, they were volunteering for Salvation Army. Only for me to discover that they were being paid. Some of them $20 an hour, some of them $10, some of them $15 an hour to ring that bell for people to put. Is that not true? Is that not a job? Huh? It's a job. They are not volunteering. There is no volunteer. It's a business. Why do you think they will be employing people to ring the bell in those shops if they are not making a lot of money? Come on, they are making money. Let's face it. So just wait. I'll go and get my own people for them to dress up and come and ring the bell too. And let's all make money together. Let me tell you something from tonight. I want you to like money. If you've never liked money, I want you to love money. When I say love money, I mean like it. Have passion for it. Don't allow other people to keep making money from you since the day you were born. And you are not making any money from anybody. It's not fair. Life has extracted enough from you. Others have extracted enough from you. It's about time that you start extracting from them all. There's nothing wrong about that. It's a fair game. Nancy, is that not true? Is it not a fair game?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a fair game. It's a fair game. One guy was asked why he took so many credit cards. He has so many credit cards. He said because the banks and the financial institution who give him the credit card, that is a business, that he's gonna use all of them and max them all up. And then in the process that right now he's having cancer, he doesn't know whether he will live or die. So if he dies, they lose. I was asking him, I said, why are you not paying? Why are you not paying for your credit cards? He said he doesn't know whether how long they told him, the doctor told him he will be alive for the next 3 years. So he started getting the credit card and buying stuff. Just in his name, not in the name of his children. I told him, you are a thief. He said if he dies, the credit card company and the bank, they'll lose. And he gains. I said, what about if you're trying to go to God and God send the angel to flog you, to put the whooping rod on you or the baseball bat on your butt, on your head, get it busted and ask you to go back and go and pay all your debt. He said, that will be crazy. Don't scare me. I said, sometimes it happens. Stop allowing people to scam you. Some people call me from Social Security. The number is from New York. And they left me a phone number. Call the Social Security. You know that Social Security don't text. United States Post Office, they don't text. Social Security don't text. IRA do not text you or call you on the phone. They'll send you a mail.
Security doesn't call you either.
Yeah. They don't call you. All these people, IRS, Social Security, all these government, they send you a mail, an official mail. You go and sign for it. And you call them to make sure it is them who have sent it to you. And I call, and the guy goes, Social Security, says, Social Security kill you. You bastard. I said to him, if you wake up tomorrow morning, say that I'm not from Africa. And the guy said, please, I didn't call you. I said, you just said Social Security. Are you Social Security? Is this not a personal number of yours? Who are you? He hung up the phone and ran away. I picked the phone again and called him back again. He didn't want to reply. Next thing, I called their phone again. The phone number is going ping, 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 ping. They've disconnected it. That's Social Security. Come back and do Social Security and see how Social Security behave with me. I will actually put you in health social security. You will enjoy it. The phone number, if you call it now, you go ping, 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 twing, 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 twing. That was social security, isn't it? Don't allow any human being to scam you anymore. Don't allow it. Enough is enough. Don't be a target for anybody to prey on you anymore on the earth. In the name of anything. You have heard it with your ears. This is a public meeting. If you have a question to ask, ask, and then we will close. Now from next week, I can now start teaching back the classes that I need to teach to both the Partners Club and to the BMC. This is a public meeting. You can ask a question. Doesn't matter how. Ask your question. Anybody has any question to ask?
Is there a meeting on Thursday or is the next meeting Friday?
It's on Friday, Nancy.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Those of you who are doing some meetings, those of you that have called to join me for a certain meeting, a certain time of the night, you know who you are. That meeting will be happening throughout from today till Sunday. Those of you who belong to that meeting, you know. It will be all week. It's not for everybody, it's for certain people who are praying with me. They know who they are. Please, I need another question concerning what I've spoken about tonight.
Okay, donating money to hospitals for research work, for cancer, ear cancer research center, places like that. Is that okay?
He said donating money to hospitals for research and cancer work, all that kind of research. Number one, send me their name. Send me the name of the research places and the hospital, and let me see. There is a place we check out what they are doing with that money. There's a place we put their name in, and it will tell us.
Okay.
Yeah, it will tell us whether they're really doing what they say they are doing. Then your money goes for such a thing. If not, you won't give it to them. Don't. If people say that they are doing, if people
researches on Alzheimer's and the brain and things like that, and they ask you to donate, Alzheimer's for old people, you know, so they're doing researches on it and they're asking for money to do the research.
The question is, must it be your money? Must it be your money for those research? Government is giving them big grants. Bill Gates, all the big names are giving them big money. The Clinton's Foundation, the D's Foundation, the Dad Foundations are giving big money to all this research, and they are still coming to ask you for more. Must it be your money?
What about feed the children?
Feed yourself first, please. Feed the children. Yeah. Lady Di, what did you say?
I said, what about the bloodline?
The bloodline?
Bread, the B-R-E-A-D.
Bread line.
Bread line.
What is the bread line? What is bread line?
There is St. Anthony's Church in Manhattan, and they have a bread line every morning. They give the homeless a sandwich and a cup of coffee or tea or something like that.
Okay, so you buy bread and go and give them, or you buy tea and go and give them? Things like that?
No, you give a donation, and they buy the bread and make the coffee and give you. See the line there every morning.
No, I will go there. I will go to Walmart and I will take $10 and buy 10 big bread. Go to dollar store and buy some big pot coffee, get some milk, and go and donate to them. Yes. I'll go and donate the physical thing for them to make those tea and make those things. I'll not give them money. Because I want to know where the money is going. Seriously, I want to know. Yeah, I'm going to, if you guys will not allow me to bring their bread, they are fresh. It's still 1 month before they will expire. I will bring you, if you want a truckload of bread, we'll bring it. Do you guys know how much bread? Yeah. Do you know how much all these what do you call them? All these stores, Walmart, Target, all these stores. Do you know how much of goods, bread, fish, meat, all these things that they give to such places? I have worked in a lot of shelters, women places that take care of homeless people who stand in the line for tea, for soup, for rice, and for battered women and their children. I've worked in those places. If you see how much money many corporations are willing to pour into those places, so why do you need my money? Why do you need mine? Must my cow be sacrificed? That's the question you ask yourself. Must your cow be the one that should be sacrificed? Huh? Did they have a meeting that it must be your own? That your goat or your cow must be, your chicken and your pig must be the one that must pay the price? Are you serious? Huh? Lizzie. Did they say that it must be? Did you see your name Lizzie written on the belly of that fat cow that you must bring your own? What about their own? Go and look at all those people who are doing those St. Anthony, Saint crazy angels stuff, crazy saints. Go and look at some of them. They drive some of the best cars, live in some of the most cushy houses, sleep in the most best cribs. And they are coming again to come and ask you for money. Tell them to go and get their money somewhere else, not from you. Next question.
Okay, so what happens when you want to, yes. So what happens when you want to sow into someone's ministry?
To sow into, what happened when you want to sow into someone's ministry? Sow into, this is what God told me. If you sow into all these many places, you hardly get any blessing. Sow into one place, sow into the Imeri ministry, period. Because you are going to get investment. You can only sow into where you are going to get investment from that person. That's what we've been talking all along. So don't sow because they tell you come and sow seed here. And you go and sow. If you have troubles, you have problem. Shelter problem. Car problem. Children problem. Will those people cut you a check? A big check to cover those things?
No.
There you go. There you go. Next question.
Well, the church now, they you have to pay them for marriage, for christening of the baby, for funerals. They collect all this money for events, whatever they gotta charge you. Free anymore.
Yeah, because that is the money that the person that is performing that ceremony is given for that hour or that time that the person performed the ceremony. You wanted a ceremony, so somebody coming to put up the show for you. Come on.
That's true.
So you're paying for the show. Come on. That's just how life goes. That's the money you are paying. You want your baby to be baptized? You're gonna pay for the person doing the ceremony. Come on. That's just how life works. Yeah. But if those things, if the person is our partner, say your daughter or your son is going to christen the baby, or any of them, they are already grown up, they want to be baptized, or they have found a wife or a husband, they're gonna wait, I will come and do it for free because they are children of my partners. That's different. But outsiders,
I will charge you an arm and a leg. I will turn you into a hunchback dwarf. Next person. Next question. Sound like we...
An example would be when you're at the grocery store and you want to make a purchase and then they ask you to round up your change. Your answer would be no.
You need that change for trivial. Tell them to give you back all your change. You go and give it to your son. Go and put it in a bank for your son. Period. If I go to a store and they ask me to round it and give it for one crazy organization or charity or something or not, I tell them that I have my own charity that I'm giving to. And they ask me who is the charity. I said the name is Idika Imeri, and this is Idika Imeri right here. Thank you.
There's another thing that they ask you when they...
I need every money for my partners and their children. Go on. And for the future of my partners.
And for the wounded soldiers.
Oh my gosh. You are just getting me started. Wounded soldiers, wounded warriors, my foot. I thought they asked them, I thought they got them out of business already. Are they still in business?
Yeah.
Because there was a big scam, financial scam. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a big scam on them. It's a business.
Yes.
Do they not have the VA to go to? Wounded soldiers. Are you serious? Soldiers wounded. That money is going to other people who are not soldiers. I'm telling you the truth. They'll give you a blanket. Seriously? Wounded soldiers? Seriously? Hi. Woo! They are quality, well-documented organization for soldiers. Call me and I'll give you their names. When you give, you know that it's going to soldiers. But if all these organizations were true, and the money that is given to them is going to retired soldiers, soldiers who are out of the military, discharged, wounded soldiers, why is it that 70% or more of all homeless people you see in America were soldiers? From the Vietnamese War to the Korean War, World War I, World War II, and World War III of Bush Senior and Bush Junior in the Middle East, in Kuwait, in Iraq, in all these places. I call it World War III. Why is it that you go on the street, half of the homeless populations are wounded soldiers or people discharged from the military? Why is it so? Have you asked yourself that question? Why is that money not going to rehabilitate them? I'm not talking of those of them who want to be homeless, and many of them who were in the military and are homeless out of pure disgust for how society has treated them. I'm serious. Many of them have reached a place of torment in their heart. The way they were treated when they left the military, and the way society has rejected them, and the way the military is not taking care of them, and the way the organization that is supposed to be there for them is not taking care of them. They are totally disgusted with them, and they have lost their mind, and they end up in the street. Go and look. What I'm telling you is true. But for God go I. That's what many soldiers who are not on the street, that's what they tell you. That but for God, that would have been me. That's what they tell you. So where are all this money? And all the organizations are everywhere. I don't need your blanket, thank you. That's how life is. We are giving money to people who don't deserve it. And the people who actually have suffered the traumas are out on the streets.
Yeah, they are out on the streets. Go to Los Angeles. Where is Lele? Where is Lele? Where's Nicole? Yeah.
Right here.
Go.
Right here.
Ask Nicole. She's from LA. Go and look at the 10 cities and the 10 places. Ask Victoria. She's just a few hours from San Francisco. She and I, we have taught all the places that I used to be in California. She and I, we taught them about 2 years ago or many years back. Everywhere there are tents. People who come out to greet me, to talk with me, they are all soldiers. And they are all sleeping in the bush. So when I hear Democrat and Republican making noise on how much they stand for the military, I'm just laughing. Let me tell all of you, if you want to hear it from me tonight. The military is another business. Ha ha ha! Are you guys hearing it? The military, the U.S. military is another business. It's another politics. The police department of your city, your town, your boonies is another business. Period. The correctional facilities of your city or your state or your nations, all of these things is another business. And if you have your hand in that business, that's a good business, especially the correctional facility. You guys have no idea that if I have money, I'll build my own correctional facilities, employ my own correctional officers and police, and pay them. They will be my staff. It's true. People have already approached me to ask me because they know that I have such interest. But I really want to turn mine to be a real correctional facility, but I'm going to make money off all of them. I'm serious. Because there's another side of me that is just a raging, caring human being, and also a raging, caring money person. You have to know this about me. If you don't have such passion, you can't be rich. There's a place to play it cool, there's a place to be nice, but there's a place where you are completely legal when it comes to business and money. You don't look back. There's no mercy. That's how it is. I want to get my hand in the correctional facility business. I'm serious. I want to get my hand in it. You guys don't know why. It's a lot of money in that thing. That sucker is full of money.
It's supposed to be closing them down.
You can go to the dollar store and buy $1 toothpaste, this, that. I'm not going to name it. You put it, if you're into that business, man, each $1 toothpaste, they are buying it for $20 or $10 in there. That's what the inmates are paying. And you are making, every correctional facility is making money every minute. That's why people are stupid to do stupid things to go to jail. They are just stupid because you're wasting years making money for, each day you stay there, you're making money for people. See, it's all a business. They are not correcting nothing. We don't have no correctional facility. It's a coded word for come here, sucker, and let's make money off you. That's what it is. That's just what it is. And people will go and do dumb stuff to end up in prison and in jail. And they are making money off you for 20 years. You say what? Okay, thank you. So I think we should bring this to an end. We should bring this to an end here. Unless somebody has another question. Anybody with a question?
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I got a question. Listen, you were talking about the previous pastors not to donate to. Would Prophet Manasseh be another one?
What is that, please?
Manasseh Jordan? No. Remember when you were naming off the pastors not to give to, like Kenneth Copeland, T.D. Jakes, and all that? Yeah, I want to add one more. Is it best not to give to Prophet Manasseh Jordan?
Manasseh, the father is already rich. Bernard is already a rich guy. He's made enough money from everybody.
Good.
Okay? So let's face it.
Bernard has already made. That's a rich family already. So why do you need to give them money? Let Manasseh go and work for his own money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's all I need.
Yeah, let Manasseh go and make his own money. If you want to send money to anybody, send it to me. If you ask, will you write to Manasseh or call Manasseh to come and buy you a car? To come and repair your car? Will you? Will he do it for you? Come on.
No.
The father is looking for more money and you are going to go and give the son more money. Are you serious?
No, thank you. That's all I need to know.
Yeah. They've made enough money from everybody, from their is it prophocology or whatever it is. They've made enough money from everybody.
Thank you.
Vivian, is that not true?
That's all I need to know.
Yeah. Where is Vivian?
You are. Yes, you are.
Yeah. They've made enough money from everybody. And you want to go and give them more. Are you serious?
No.
I'm putting this video in public. I'm putting it in the public. Let everybody hear it. If any pastor hear their name there, they don't like it, tell them to call me personally. Let them call me personally so that I can put the archangels on their butt. I can put Jesus, the real Jesus, on them. And the Holy Ghost on them.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I love it.
Thank you.
Tell them to call me. If they have enough balls.
No problem.
Yeah, if they have enough balls inside their pants, let them call me.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, we bring it to an end here. My name is Idika Imeri. All right. And thank you, all of you who have been participating in this. I wanted my core partners and the BMC to be the first people to participate in this. Because I am not going to go into this. From tonight, watch me. Whatever is going to happen in American politics is none of your business, none of my business. Those guys are in business. Let them offer us a business, then maybe we can participate. But outside that, no, we won't. We will not. Let's put our hand in the business and let us all get into business. Because everything is a business. Life itself is a business. God put you here on the earth for business. Stop allowing yourself to be other people's business. Only be a business with people who will stand to take care of you when the needs arises. Good night. I will see you on Friday. Yeah, and that is it. This is heavy stuff. This is heavy stuff. Yep. This is heavy.
Good night. Good night. Thanks, Bishop.